Alright, it is early February 1863. So I'd say it was a pretty good turn for me. There's a few things I'm not happy about though, and I'll explain that. Of course, that's all over in Virginia, out far west here. Nothing's really changed. I set another card here to try to remove that depot. I'm kind of keeping an eye on things here. It seems to me like he's going down in food just slightly, so I'm kind of curious to see if he's going to move. I think in late March, I'm probably gonna get like a unit or two and trying to come up here and burn Teos. I don't want to do it right now because it's still winter time, and I don't know if this mountain area here gets snow, so we'll just see on that. Got nothing in, well, hardly nothing over here in Missouri and Arkansas, so he hasn't moved south yet. I don't even know if he's noticed. Maybe he'll and what kind of makes me think that is he's got kind of low cohesion here and stuff, so I don't know if he's just left this unit here and kind of forgot about the area. I don't know. Either way, I got my cav unit here ready to burn. If he moves south, I'm going to burn here. Nothing's changed here, just tearing up rail lines, just people shifting around. He's slowly kind of consolidating these areas. I've got that one, where is it? Excuse me, that one division from Arkansas. I had thought about just leaving it here because if I have these rail lines cut up going down south here, he's probably just going to get on a boat and try to go to Vicksburg. You know, that's fine. Um, and I thought about leaving the division there, but I'm like, okay, we just decided to go for DC, and unless something really changes, you know, that's going to be the plan from here on out. I still got these two divisions going. Now, I don't know if what happened here, but it's going to take them like 3 turns just to get to Richmond. So, in a game, if you already have a unit railing towards an area, so I clicked on the unit and then took it off the rail, but now I can't go through this area on rail. And I think it's because it's harsh weather, very harsh weather, and I don't know um, if I would have just left it if he would have gone on through, which I think he'd be over there in 2 turns. Either way, I can't do it now, so it's going to take him 3 turns. Looks like he's going to go back south and go this way. I am still keeping him here. That's probably a mistake, but I'm just going to keep him here. So let's get to what happened. There was 2 battles. One was, what was the first one? It was actually the second one in order, but we'll go to this one, Hickman, Kentucky. I think that was right here. He just wiped out a militia unit. No big deal. I couldn't really get him out of the region. Units are fixed. I was hoping he'd just retreat back, but I don't think they do that sometimes. So the big battle. Come over here, and of course, when I record these things, my computer's slow. So what he did is he had all his units here, and he just went in and attacked me, and he lost. It went very well for me. Now, this is in no way, shape, or form a reason to just kind of. Well, this is no way am I poised to win this game at the moment. However, that is a really good sign for me. I was hoping he would attack. He didn't even take Manassas. It is breach now, and I'll just show you the battle here. So all in all, I had 92,177. He had 138,551. Now, he lost a little over double what I lost, and honestly, these are the battles you have to win this game as the South. Um, what I'll tell you, what I was bummed about is, if you'll remember, I had Yule's division kind of trying to just get out of there and get out of the fight altogether. Well, Yule's wounded in a city, and I don't even see his units. But I don't even see a battle either, so I don't know really what happened. Um, and what I'm really pissed about is I had an elite unit in there, and you just don't get those back once they're gone. So my South Carolina elite infantry is just gone. I don't see it on the map anywhere. Like, I figured if Yule got wounded, maybe the units would still be there somewhere, but they're just gone. So this whole division's wiped out. I don't know if it's due to starvation or just low cohesion or whatever. Like, it was like the whole line was red going down on all these regiments. So I don't really know what happened, but he's in Strasbourg here. The units are just gone. Um, that's one of the things I'm bummed about. The second thing I'm bummed about is that big corps I had coming from Tennessee coming in to join the fight. Now, the game just randomly does this sometimes. They'll just you'll get like a just sickness. They call it epidemic down on the screen there, but I guess just, well, I know epidemics, people just get sick, and then you lose kind of half your cohesion. So I'm sitting here with a stack who should be a little over 3,000, but now it's 1594, and they're supposed to attack next turn. So that really hurts me. Um, but I feel like I can't just. I could roll in DC and try to regain cohesion, but the momentum is on my side at the moment, and I'll tell you, it's not just winning the battle. I'll tell you in a second. And I was able to form up another corps. I wasn't going to, but because in this in some of these divisions, like this one, still got a lot of cav. Hood's division, it does that. I'll have to fix it. Hood's division has still a volunteer unit in there, so they're not prime. I mean, it is powerful core. That's why I decided to put it in there. So they're all attached to Lee. So if I click on Lee here, you got Jackson, Longstreet, Stewart, and this guy's Johnson. This unit should be there in 13 days. It'll get to this region in 5. And this unit will get to this region in 4 and here in 11. So in 4 and 5 days, both corps will be in this region. I've got Lee moving into this region in 6 days, so that should give all of my corps potential to come into this fight. Now, what's great for me at this point, and that's why I'm not waiting to attack, is when he attacked, there was a huge battle here. Whatever he had here in Alexandria is gone. So he's got his army is pretty much just split in two, and there's no way for him to rejoin it. So I can either attack this way, I don't want to do that, or I can attack this way. I'm going after Grant. Like, I'm not even going to this region yet. For 2 reasons. I'm going to try to get Alexandria. I'm out of supply here. I can't go another turn without supply, or see, I can go one with that. I know there's one. Yeah, so Jackson's got enough supply and food for one more turn, so I have to take a depot. I know I have this, but I don't think any supply transfers. So either way, even if I, for some reason, am not able to take Manassas, I'm sending Jackson this way, and at least he'll be adjacent to this depot. And I think you can just be in the next region, and the supply wagons will siphon off supplies. So he's got 1 turn. Lee could hold out, I don't know, turn and a half. Same with Longstreet. Plus, I'm out of ammunition. I only have enough ammo for 1 more fight, so I can't just sit here. I gotta get food, so I got all these guys on assault, so hopefully they should be able to at least take this readout here, and I'll get the supply. I'm sure all the supply isn't in there, so I'll get some from here. Now that'll probably take the assault posture off, because once you attack one place with assault posture, it reverts back to just offensive, unless you come down here and put all out attack. Now I don't want to do that, because I'm not confident that an all out attack would be beneficial, because if you're losing, they just keep attacking and it could destroy you. So I got Jackson moving to this region, and that'd keep him, adjacent to this region as well, and so maybe he'll support Lee. The only guy that can support Grant is he's got 2 core here. Them 2 could. Now I'm looking at this, the power numbers here. So Grant plus these 2 core is what, 8, just under 3,000. I got almost 3,000 coming in with Lee, and then I have 2,000 and 1,600. So I'm fairly confident I can take him, push him out. I know he's entrenched. I got Longstreet just staying put, because his core is beat up the most, and I need to keep someone here anyway, just in case he crosses. Tim's aggressive. I would not have attacked me. I would have just sat there. I would have took Manassas, surrounded me, and just make me move, because he was already poised to win anyway. He just wants to win quickly, so him being aggressive hurt him. Now if he comes across here, there could be another fight. That's fine. But and he just may do that, don't put it past him, because I don't think he knows what's coming in here. I got this core here. I don't know if he thinks I have enough here to come in. So he may think that I just have this here. And since I'm going to take this that turn, he may attack it again. Who knows? We'll just see what happens. So 6 days for him. Jackson will take 5 days to get there. And hopefully my supply issue will be solved. And we'll kind of reevaluate where things are. Now, if he sits here, I doubt he's going to just leave this guy here. He could move him south. That's very possible. That's another gamble I'm taking here. But I feel like if he does, I could rail enough troops back down here before he could take Richmond. See how long it would take. That's 21 days, but that's with heavy artillery. So yeah, so this is a risk here. He could just totally come down here and attack Richmond, and I could be in a lot of trouble. But I feel like I gotta do this. I was losing anyway. Technically, I'm still losing. Like I have inflicted more casualties now, about 5,000 or 6,000 more. But at this stage of the game, that's just not enough. So hopefully this pays off. I don't really see any other option. I could keep this core here, but I'm hoping he just tries to move him in to support Grant. Hopefully I get there first too. I do have better cohesion, so hopefully I get there first. And we'll see what happens. So I'll pull the battle up here. Another thing I don't kind of get is when you win battles, your generals get better with their stats. So Grant starts out as a 6.4, and Lee starts out as a 6.55. He just won a huge battle, and his stats didn't move. Now Jackson's did, but Lee was in charge because I watched the battle. He's a 6.66. I don't remember what he was before that. I don't understand, because if you bring the battle up, let's bring it up here. He lost, what was that? Just doing the rough math, maybe 17,000 more men than me. So I don't really get that. Like, Lee should at least have a defense rating of at least 6. Now, maybe 7. I don't know. I don't get it. but we'll see what happens. I put all my, so I did get 10 morale off that battle, so I'm raising taxes to get some more money, and I am doing the conscripts. Declare full mobilization is going to get me 500 conscripts. That, with the money I'm getting, you know, that's gonna be able to replenish my forces, especially in the battle I just lost and the battle that I'm just about to have. I don't know if he'll know if he'll know this turn or next turn, but he's about to know that I probably pulled a lot of stuff from out west. So he may not, like, he'll know that I've retreated back, but he may think I just came back to this region, which I do have 2 divisions here. But I don't know if he'll know the full scope of it until this next turn is run. So that's why this next turn is very important. If I can win this battle, take these 2 depots here, I'll be feeling a lot better about things. I'll be able to get my ammunition, and depending on what this guy, like, I'm trying to destroy this here. I'm not going north. I don't know what he's gonna do. He has to. I don't think he'd go this way. That'd be too much for him to get to, and too far. What I suspect him doing, like I said, he is aggressive, so he may just go down here and attack Richmond or try to take Fredericksburg. He might do that, but that's fine. Like, even if he does it with these 2 corps here, that's fine. If that's all he does, we have this battle here. He's not even going to be connected, and Grant will get pushed out. I could probably rail an army and just come up here and hit him there. So basically, my strategy here is to secure these depots and destroy these units here. Now, depending on what happens, I'm still planning on trying to go north to get Washington. Another option he has is he could bring a fleet down here. I know he's got transports, and try to offload these on here and just get them out of there. Or he may try to move Grant up this way. That's another reason why I'm moving Jackson. Now, this guy here, I don't think he can get here before Jackson can, so he can't really support anybody. So that's another reason why he may just attack. I don't know. So we'll just see what happens. It's going to be an interesting turn, and we'll get this over to Tim.
So as you probably saw from Josh's video, things did not go as we expected in Alexandria. Let's go over that just really quick. So he had 92,000 troops, which was more than I thought, and I was expecting maybe like 80. We took, an absolute ton of casualties. So he's down to in the high 70,000s in Alexandria at the moment. We're down to 100,000 in our total army, but the problem is we're now split. So if he were to attack one of my stacks now, I would not have the 100,000. It would be perhaps half that. It looks like what happened, I was kind of trying to figure out how we lost so many freaking troops, because he wasn't really dug in. I mean, he only had... Yeah, it's so 211% sounds like a lot, but that's like maybe level 2 level entrenchment, perhaps 3 at most. But I think what happened was so Grant finally got involved. Yeah. Most of my casualties looks like happened here. So we lost a lot of troops when it was just Hooker. So what I should have done was, let's see here, let me go back here so you can look at this one more time. All right. What I should have done was, when I was moving Meade up to, which it doesn't look like he ever made it up there, or if he did, he got kicked out of there. But when I had him moving up there, I should have had him moving on, or rather, I should have had Hooker on defense posture, because he didn't attack me. And I should have thought that through. I was like, In my mind, I figured he was going to attack me, so it didn't matter to me whether I had Hooker on defensive or offensive posture. But what I should have done was had Hooker on defensive posture. That way, when Meade entered the region and entered into combat with Lee, I would have had 2 corps, 7 divisions right off the bat fighting Lee's entire army. Instead, what I had for a third of the battle at least was just 1 corps fighting his entire army. And that's where most of my casualties came from. Once the rest of my corps got involved and were engaged in that battle, we did pretty well. But by then it was too late. I'd already suffered, pretty significant casualties. So now I have a decision to make. I could either hold pat and try and hold this ring around him, or I can push for Richmond, splitting my forces, or I can reorganize. I am going for the latter, and here's why. I don't know what he has in Richmond. I can't imagine it's very much because he's got so much up here. So I could probably threaten Richmond with the corps, but it's only early 63, and there's some significant damage I can do to his economy here pretty soon, that it doesn't make sense to risk my capital to go after his. He's either going to do one of a couple things. He's either going to hold out here in Alexandria and then try and maybe go up to like Leesburg, or try and punch out going through Manassas. He's going to move to like Leesburg and Manassas and kind of set up this nice little triangle, which I've done as a Confederacy in the past. It's a nice little defensive area to have because all the corps support each other. Or he'll push across to Leesburg and threaten DC again. My problem is if he does that, I only have half my force over here. And then down here I have my other half. And I don't think I have 75,000 troops over here. Maybe I have like 50, maybe. I've got Hooker with 4 divisions, although I've reorganized these guys, so it's kind of mixed up. But like Porter's hurting. Gouverneur Warren's got some damage to him, and so does Barlow. I'm moving Whipple up to the fort area here, but his guys are pretty tore up as well. The guys that I attached to him. So if I were playing the Confederacy, I would roll the dice and take the risk and go for the capital. But since I'm the Union, and I've already bled him pretty significantly, 180,000 at this point, and we're rolling in cash, and we still have decent morale, although we took a massive morale hit. That was like way more than I thought we'd take with the loss there. But we still have 95 morale, which is pretty good. I'm going to reorganize and then either land a corps down here along the James and threaten Richmond, which will take pressure off the front here, or go take Charleston, because I can't imagine he's got anybody protecting Charleston at this point, which I'll probably send my scout back up and check out. We did this a little bit a few turns ago, and as I recall, he didn't have anything here. Or really in New Orleans, by the way, which I'm going to go after in 63 as well. The idea being is if I cripple his economy, taking Charleston and New Orleans, then he's not going to be able to sustain. I imagine he's already having problems sustaining this battle rhythm. He definitely will not be able to do it once he loses those 2 economic resources. All right, so for money, we put a bunch into replacements. 8 into elites, 13 into line, cavalry. Don't need it for artillery, didn't do that. I built almost all in the east. I built more, basically those light artillery units. And then I built militia out in the west to be trained up to line infantry. We were able to move down south of Paducah, so once I get this fine gentleman into Lion's army, and then also my navy ported here. We're going to do an amphibious assault of Fort... Which one's it? Fort Pillow? Is this Fort Pillow? No, Island 10. Reason being is it takes me 27 days to move by foot because it's swamp and it's also harsh weather. So we're just going to wait. But I want to keep the offensive going here. I don't want to wait till the weather gets better. We got cavalry and artillery, so we're gonna go here, try and take this area, just because it's a nice little crossroads for rail lines. So it'll connect the front that Lions is creating with the front of Memphis. And then over here, using these attack the Indian cards again and try and get this guy. We do have better military control this turn, so we are now getting supply, as you can see. So that's good. I'm more concerned about my supply over here, though, because we have 0-0, and then it doesn't look like he's pushing much forward, if anything. So I'll have to figure out what to do over here if things continue to be this way. I think probably worst case scenario is I just pull him back. But I'm hoping I can hang out here long enough for the weather to improve before I do that. Now, one of the catches here with me pulling back and reorganizing, Meade and Kearney should be able to make it to DC this turn, just using my river points to move up the river here. I don't have enough river points to do that for Grant. So I'm going to move here. Hopefully he's not attacking me. I mean, I would imagine if he's going to attack me, he's not going to attack down here because that's going to be 3 corps that are supporting. He'd probably attack Manassas since there's a rail line here, or he'd jump across the river if he's going to attack anywhere. He still has to take Alexandria too, by the way. So what I'm going to do is move Grant here. I'm moving a river fleet here on the river. That way I can load him up on the river fleet, which will guarantee his escape. Or I can do the same thing for Grant next turn, which I'm doing for these 2 guys, which is use my river points and rail them up there. But basically the naval fleet there is just kind of to be safe, using them as a backup. And then I'm moving the sailor forward along the James to try and establish military control of these areas off of Fort Monroe, since it is possible I may land a corps here to threaten Richmond and start entrenching to take some pressure off of what's going on up here. At some point, I need to take the Shenandoah back, too. Kind of neglected that, but that was because I was trying to destroy his army or defend DC. So I'll have to start figuring out how to go about doing that next turn. And let's run the turn after I show you. So I spent all my cash on troops, so I'm not going to improve the rail line, which is a rarity for me. Usually I do it every turn. I also do the river pool. I'm going to do both of those next turn, though. I'm not going to print money because our inflation rate is -2%. And then I showed you everything else, so let's go with the turn. So see what he does, because I don't know, honestly, what he plans to do. You can see his supply is down. Just, unfortunately, I don't have the manpower right now to completely cut him off like I wanted. Losing that battle... Oh, jeez, what's going on? Where's this at? Oh, it's Alexandria. Okay. Losing that battle really affected my ability to choke him off. Because if I had had a corps or two corps in the region, so he's got 90,000 troops, got a lot of troops. If I had a corps in 2 corps in the region with him, because I had won that battle, then where's this at? Why is he what? Why is he going there? No. Oh my god. This is one of those glitches. I didn't have him going to Manassas. I had him going up to Frederick, Maryland. I don't know why that happened. Wow, 156,000 troops? So I didn't have him going to Manassas. I don't know how that happened. But it's a good intel indicator. Because he must have brought forward another corps. In fact, he might have brought corps over from the west. That's quite possible. Stalemate. Lame. What the Alright, so this is glitched, clearly, because they were going up to Leesburg. Alright, so that glitch was really annoying. Those guys were headed up to Frederick, Maryland, and the only thing I could think that happened was because of the harsh weather. Maybe Jackson got up here faster than they left, and so we got kicked back to Manassas. I don't know. So what looks like what he did here, I haven't had too much of a chance to look it over. Let me do this real quick. Brought this guy over to build him out. So he did this triangle thing, which is nice strategy for the Confederacy, by the way, to set up this triangle because all three corps support each other. So he's got 156,000 troops right here. Very interesting. A lot of those had to come from the west. There's no way. Like, I want to watch his playthrough because I want to see where those troops came from. There's no way he has more troops than me in the east, given how much I've been investing out here and how many casualties he's been suffering, unless he brought them over from the east, which looks like he's got nobody in Charleston. Excellent. And I think we're going to go see what's in New Orleans, too. Let's go check that out. And I think I'm going to take both of those this year. We did take the crossroads here, as you saw. All right, I'm going to get this stuff organized. Let me go through here, get everybody situated, and then I'll come back. I'm not worried about losing DC, to be perfectly honest with you. I think what's going to happen is he's going to maintain Alexandria and Leesburg here, which is good for the Confederacy, right? Because you're like right on the doorstep of DC. But in order for him to have that many troops, he's seriously exposed in his rear, and we're going to take advantage of that. I'd be surprised if he doesn't even have anything in Richmond at this point. So maybe we go after Richmond. The problem with that is he can rail stuff down really quick, and I don't think I can get partisans down in here to rip up these rail lines like I'd like to, since it's such a loyal Confederate country land in Virginia. So I might be left with a circumstance where maybe I just go after his economy, namely Charleston and New Orleans, and then just kind of hold out and just keep doing what we're doing, which is building up our economy. All right, I will be back. Okay, as I noticed before, he doesn't really have anything in Charleston, so that'll probably be a target here in the next month or two. I'm sending a scout to New Orleans to see what he has there. I'm boarding Grant onto the fleet. Don't know why he's going down there. No, why are you doing that? Will you come with me, my Philistine? Oh man, this is so annoying.
Smell the sweetest. Come rove along with me. It's every Sunday morning when I am by your side. We'll jump into the wagon and we'll all take a ride. Wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, wait for the wagon, and we'll all take a ride. Where the river runs like silver and the birds they sing so sweet. I have a cabin, Phyllis, and something good to eat. Come listen to my story, it will relieve my heart.
Oh, weird. Oh, that's right, that's what I was doing. Okay. Just gonna do this. Let the river move. I'm gonna keep him here just in case. But we're gonna move him up the river. We're gonna resituate here. I'm gonna reorganize this a little bit more before I send the turn back over to Josh. But as far as overall movement and disposition is concerned, not much is gonna change. So we're gonna have a core here. I'm gonna move another core up here. See what he wants to do with this little triangle here. If he wants to move across, great. We've had good success so far with him doing that, and I don't see why that'll change. I definitely have at least the amount of troops that he does once I get Grant up here, if not more. We're also moving reinforcements down like we've been doing pretty much every turn for this past maybe almost year. And I'm going to get eyes on New Orleans, but it looks like he's completely... He took all of his guys from the west and moved to the east, because see here... Beauregard isn't here anymore. Then he moved Sidney Johnson back. There's like nobody over here in the west anymore. So I'm going to start moving up, move my my front forward. I'm going to move up here, take a division, and take Tipton, Tennessee, because it's on this rail line. And so if I can take this rail line area, then that'll connect Memphis with my supply line. So I'm moving Lyon and Sherman and the other general that I can't remember the name of right now down. We're going to do an amphibious assault of Fort Pillow right here, which is also on the rail line. And then I'm getting military control just above Fort Pillow. And then we'll take Post 10 or whatever it's called, Island 10 at a later time. I don't really need that. I do for the river transport and the supply line along the river. But if I have the rail line connected to Memphis, then we'll be just fine. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, so we have military control over here-ish. Still haven't taken that guy out, though. Really annoying. I'll find that card, use it again to take that Indian out. Hopefully. Settlement. Anyways, I'll find it. Do that with him. I'm trying to take these. What happened to my depot? Wow, so my depot got destroyed. How did that happen? We have a new brigadier general, by the way. Did not know that. Well, that's right. I put him in here. This guy. 3 attack with cavalry. Okay, that's nice. An Indian war band, probably under the CSA, burned your depot. Super annoying. That's what happened to it. Okay, well, I mean, that's fine. We're pulling supply forward from here, so it's not the end of the world. But let's build another depot. I need to break the... I can't build one there right now. Stupid. Alright, well, it's because I don't have the money. That's okay. Next turn I'll deal with it. We need to break through here. Either go down through western New Mexico, cut through him, and just take care of him, because it's becoming a nuisance. We're doing okay. We're dropping supply, but it's not at a precipitous rate. But it is dropping in return, so we'll have to deal with that pretty soon. And then we do have military control here now, and we have pretty good supply here, so it should be pushing forward to eastern Arizona. And that's what's doing. Here's what we're doing. We spent all of our money basically this turn on replacements. So 9 online. We need 578. 4 in militia. 1 in light infantry. I even did 2 in service assets because we need 10. I have 0. 2 in light artillery. But that was all our money. After I spent it on river and rail pool as well. Okay. So a couple more adjustments before I send the turn to Josh, but I want to do the recording now since I have the time. And not much is going to change with regards to movements or disposition on my end until the next turn. So thanks for watching, guys, and talk to you later.
Alright, it is late February 1863. So there were some battles this turn. I'd say things kind of went my way. Now, I got this turn about half a week ago, so I've kind of forgotten some of it. I know down here is the same. I was able to destroy that depot. It looks like he's putting in an Indian reservation. I don't know why. I think that's a waste of money. It costs like $50,000. So I'll have to ask him about that later. What he thinks he's going to get out of that. It could be beneficial. I don't know. What I got here? I got that Indian unit out. So the great thing about this Indian unit is like they don't need supplies, so they can just go anywhere. And they've got the pillager trait, so they can like go deep behind enemy lines and get rid of depots. So I think I'll be moving him east. Probably take the rest of the year to get there. I don't really need him out here. Right here, I've kept my division here roughly at the same size his is. So if he comes at me, I don't think there's anything he can do. I've got it on defend at all cost. I'm pretty well entrenched, so I just don't see him taking this area. In fact, I'm going to put it to interstructure if he does defeat me. And so I've got this unit moving into this region. I don't know if this mounted militia can take the city, but I'm going to try to take that city and destroy it. I'm trying to move him around to get him up there too. Kind of speed up the process here. I want to go ahead and get him pushed out. If I can consolidate control here, I can start moving some of these troops to the east, although that'd take me probably over a year to do. The game will probably be over by then. We'll see, but you know, might as well go ahead and speed up the process. It looks like he'd be starved out eventually, but I don't know how long that's going to take. It could take 6 months. I don't know. It is kind of getting towards the end of winter here, so springtime, I'm sure there'll be more movement happening, especially out here. It looks like he's got at least a division coming down here, so he's kept 2 here. So he's coming for Fayetteville, so I'm burning the depot. I just put retreat if engaged here. I think you can burn it in 5 days, or at least it says you can, but I just want to make sure that it's burned. Although he does have 2 supply wagons here, so he'll just, you know, build another depot with one of them, I'm sure. And I'm going to do the same thing with this depot. Might even burn the city. I'll end up burning these forts if he tries to come south. Eventually, he'll probably try to come here. And it's a size 2 depot. There's not much I can do about it, so these units here probably have to go south. Over here, same old thing, trying to cut up rail lines, move around. I don't have anything here in Vicksburg. I'm moving this mounted militia and horse artillery over there just to kind of start building up entrenchment in case I have to want to bring somebody back over there. Of course, I have Johnson here with his, you know, half decent division. Not even that, about half, I guess. I got this one. I don't know how it started going this way, but I don't know where it was going, but I've kind of rerouted it. And I had to stop the rail movement with this unit because I ran out of rail points. If you'll see up here, I've only got 5, and I've got other people moving on the rail right now. And since he couldn't get to Virginia, probably in 2 turns anyway, I just stopped him right here. I'm moving this division in. I might, depending on what happens this next turn or two, I may just kind of leave him maybe here in Augusta. He's got a little squadron here scouting, so he may try to invade Savannah or Charleston. And if I'm sitting right here, I may can, you know, get in there and push him out pretty quickly if he lands. Or I may just go ahead and put him in Charleston or something. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Come up here to Virginia. So, I guess just let me go over the battles first. Let's see. There's one in Gibson, Tennessee. Sometime later this year, I'm getting another computer, so hopefully this slowness will be gone next game we play. He took this little city here, you know, is what it is. Couldn't do anything about it. Fair, Williamsburg. Okay, I don't know which one was first. I guess maybe the bottom one. Let's see. I'll just pull one of them up. So I think that was me taking Alexandria. Yeah, so that was me taking that. So I'm in control of this again. And if you'll notice, there's hardly any supply here. You know, 37 food, 40 ammunition, and I took Manassas as well, which there's nothing in there. So, but at least I can get supply flow moving again. I should be able to get supply from Fredericksburg here, moving in, and Charlottesville from Richmond. So I should start getting supply again. Kind of disappointed there wasn't more supply here in Alexandria though. But so I took that city. Let's see what this one was. I don't know what it is about this recording thing. It just slows my computer down. It's a little slow anyway. But it's not nearly this slow. So there was a battle. I guess he had a division going through. This cavalry division, it just got annihilated. So that's gone. That's good. Let's see this other one here. This one's Williamsburg. Oh, okay, this was just a little skirmish down here. It says stalemate. I don't know why it's a stalemate. I didn't lose anything. So he's got that. He's trying to attack this area here. I got a little cav division going in to take care of him. And then the other battle, which I think I got a morale for this one, or it might have been for that other one that I wiped out, but I wiped out this little division as well. Looks like it wasn't anything but militia and volunteers, so actually it looks like all militia. So I guess that's a good thing. If you'll notice here, I got 156,000. You know, that's a lot as the CSA, but I mean, almost everything I have is here. If you'll remember, he had Grant here, and he had 2 corps here. They were pretty beat up. Somehow he got them up here, I think he may have just used the um, river movement, you know. And I kind of debated trying to attack him here, but I think he's just going to do the same thing, and I think that would just waste my time moving into this region. Um, that could be a mistake, but I want to kind of get across this river here. I need to get across it to kind of secure a foothold. So I have 4 corps heading that way right now. I'm leaving Longstreet on this side. Um, once I take this, hopefully I do, I'll bring another corps back down here because he'll probably try to attack it. That may be kind of how we got in this situation the first time. I don't remember. But I got Lee here. I have to make sure that I take this area, so I was thinking about just railing Lee here and just having 2 corps here, and then I've got Stewart, Johnson, and Jackson going in. I may take one more division out of here and just rail them into Longstreet just to kind of keep this strong right here, because he is aggressive, and once he gets Grant up here, he's going to have like a 8,000 power force, and once he regains his men and cohesion, it'll probably be more like 10,000. So the only other concern I have is Longstreet, Lee, and Jackson here are kind of low on supply. Now, he is adjacent to a depot. They kind of hold these areas at the moment. But Lee's got enough for... I'm kind of more worried about ammo. He's only got enough ammunition for one, not even one fight. Takes 105 per battle, and I have 103. So I mean, pretty much does. But he's got enough ammunition for one fight. Pretty much the same with Longstreet. And Jackson's got a little more, but pretty much one fight. So that's why I'm pulling these 2 corps over there as well, and they're the ones that'll stay there. And I may have to pull these guys back just to get some supply, but I have to put a foothold in here. I was toying with the idea of, railing guys back out west to kind of prolong this game and play the long game, but I feel like I've already committed to trying to take DC. Now, if he comes up here with Grant and just sits here, like, I may have to go back to that. But the plan right now is I'm still going to try to maneuver to take DC. We'll see what happens. If he just sets up with a strong position here, what I'll probably do is just have the 2 corps here eventually, and then I'll have 3 corps here, and I'm going to try to come up here and just take these areas. Just trying to gain morale, trying to destroy units he's building, stuff like that. I'm tearing up rail lines here. I've already got Jackson moving into this region and then this region. So hopefully this battle goes well for me, and then I get into this region as well. I don't have him on assault posture, just because I just don't want to take the casualties this turn. So what I'll probably do is if I get these units here, I'll probably hold 1 or 2 more turns and then attack the forts, take them, and then I may try to go for Baltimore and York here. We'll see. I've got Pickett here rebuilding the rail line. I've got Morgan going in trying to take this city. I'm not sure if he can with his cav. If not, I'll send Pickett in to take it next turn. So I want to have a clear rail line back to some supply if I need to. That's pretty much it. I did get a lot of money this turn, and I got all those conscripts. I am building some units. I've got some in Tennessee I'm building. Got a few in North Carolina. I was going to put them all into replacements, but I felt like I put a good chunk of them into it, and I'll show you here. I put 5 more into elite infantry. I put 30 into line infantry, 10 into cavalry, 2 into light infantry, 1 into skirmish infantry. What else? I put into artillery. I think I put one or two into artillery. Oh, this is what I'm building here. You got sharpshooter in Georgia, Virginia, brigade to Tennessee, 2 artillery pieces, and some more Tennessee. Okay, so I did put one into light artillery as well. So hopefully this works out. Before I run the turn, I'm actually going to take one of these divisions out and just rail them to Longstreet here. Just kind of, because I kind of anticipate what he's going to do next turn. Unless I just totally wipe out his army here, he'll probably try to come over. So we'll send this over and we'll see what happens.